Good morning, it's Jonathan Barrett with the morning debrief. It's currently the first day of November, Melbourne Cup Day. Tuesday, obviously the 1st of November. Before we get on, good luck to those traders that are betting on the 24-1 chance on the Melbourne Cup. Dow, not very good last night, down 2.26%. S&P down 2.47% and the Nasdaq off 1.93%. News that came to hand, Man Financial has applied for bankruptcy. And obviously there are concerns out there. We just have to wait and see as to what will unfold as a result of that. Anyway, we wait and see. I know that I know the guys over there quite well, and what they operate is a pretty good shop. It's just a shame that the people in the States probably let them down. Anyway, let's move on. Let's have a look there. There we go. Man Financial, MF Global, bankruptcy sends clients fleeing. It says it all there, I guess. Basically on the news we've got, I guess, the major stop. Still concerns in Europe. We have mentioned that at length that this optimism that was created on Thursday night, in order for it to continue, we have to see more news come to the market. There are concerns there that Berlusconi is basically not coming to the party again. And remember, as I have mentioned, there's their current government debt to GDP. It runs at about 118, 120%. At the moment there, that is running pretty much on an 18-year high. So be sure they need to solve that issue. Okay, stocks, Italian bonds retreat. I mean, it's a concern, we know that. It's a bit of an issue there. On the economy side, business activity in the US grows as factories accelerate economic recovery. This is all good sign. We're just being dragged down by what's happening in Europe. A bit of a problem there. Also, Japan may prepare sustained intervention. We've seen the yen. The yen has been quite aggressive. Well, they intervened yesterday, which saw quite a large move, and the market just sold straight back into it. We got to a high around 79.50, and then we're back at 78. So the Bank of Japan really needs to do something on the back of that. Okay, just having a look at energy. Oil surges in October, biggest monthly gain, we know that, but it's under pressure. It is consolidating at the moment. Once again, it's optimism that leads the way, and if we don't see that follow through, then the crude will come under pressure. There's no doubt about it. But the other thing is we got a cold snap in America, and that'll put a little bit of demand on heating oil. So that's going to keep things relatively well buoyed on that front. Let's go through the markets. Just have a little bit of a update around the world indices first of all. And you can see there things a little bit negative. Dow Jones was down 276, we've mentioned that. In Europe, the top 50 was down 77 or 3%, reversing a lot of those gains. FTSE was down 2.7%, the CAC was down 3%, and the DAX was down 3.23%. All pretty negative on that front. Local market, we know yesterday was down 55. Let's see where it closed on Cycom. And looking at Cycom now, you can see that also under a little bit of pressure. There it is, down another 39 points at 4,245. A little bit of an issue there, obviously. As I mentioned, we really need to see some good lead out of Europe, and we're not seeing it at the moment, so the market's getting upset. It seems quite simple. Big problems won't go away in a hurry, but at least you need the blueprint. Okay, Brent crude down 0.77, 109.14. And you can see there, West Texas 92.46 down 0.86. Pretty red across the commodity space. Everything under a little bit of pressure across the board there. The bigger move there being coffee down 3.42% and wheat down at 2.52%. Copper was down 10, down 271 at 360. Gold was off 29 at 17.17, and silver off 0.98 at 34.30. So I guess when you look at it around the board, we're losing a bit of confidence. Anyway, as I said, just have to preach to the converted, I guess. We really need to see that intervention. We really need to see that plan. We really need to see optimism. Dollar-yen chart, you can see at the moment there, we saw that spike up on the back of that intervention, and as a result of that, people just decided to sell into it. You'll probably see a little bit more follow-through on that. And be wise, it is opportunity to trade on moves like this when you know that you've got the reserve behind you. But you've just got to look at those right entry levels, and also a provider that provides you with a good stop entry. Okay, all right, let's have a look here. Dollar index, a good strong move up 1.89%. There it is there, looks quite strong. The interesting thing here is perhaps we've come close to breaking this trend, and I think that we can probably, let's just move that there. Okay, there, it's broken that little trend there, so we can expect that correction we've had for a while is out of the way, and dollar strength will resume for the next couple of days. That would be my guess anyway. Looking at the Aussie battler, 105.24. If it takes out that low of 105.15, probably expect prices to go lower, and probably see it a little bit of that correction is probably a little bit over. We're top end of the range again, and I think that's the only way you can look at it. Top end of the range stuff, Aussie goes lower. I wouldn't mind putting on some shorts here around these levels. Okay, let's have a look at that gold market down $27, 17.15. Yeah, we might see a little bit of movement towards it, just a fear factor again. It has been under pressure for a little while, but let's see how that unfolds. But certainly, maybe a little bit of safe haven will get a little bit more buying back towards gold. Looking at the euro, dollar strengthening, and as you can see, quite a large fall, 142 to 138. People just not really happy about what's happening there. Looking at the local market, down 39, 42, 44. A little bit of an issue there, and probably expectations that's a top for some time. My expectation now we come back and revisit 41.52. So let's see how that unfolds. Righty-ho, that's it. Copper down 2.73%. You've got to expect it if the equity market comes under pressure, and I think that you can see that there's probably a little bit more on the downside for that move, and probably looking at 357 on the break to actually sell. So I think that does look like not a bad opportunity. Let's just have a look at that daily chart. A little bit up there, but that should turn around soon. So yeah, I think a little bit of a correction there is under the way. Let's have a quick look at the crude market. Down 0.89%, 92.47. Once again, looks like there's potential for a little bit of divergence. Perhaps the market has gone too far and we will get a correction. Let's have a look at that hourly chart. And ooh, doesn't look too good. I guess the best thing is selling on a break through that 92 on the downside. That seems to me to be the better and easier trade. That low there, 92.40, yeah, 92. And then I think you will see it start to trade lower. Okay, that's pretty much the markets. Let's have a look at the economic calendar coming out tonight. And I think out on Tuesday. Tuesday's house price index today. We've also got Melbourne Cup as well. RBA commodity price index in Australia. We've got construction spending and ISM manufacturing in the States and total vehicle sales. So that's pretty much about it tonight. And you probably think that Australia will go quiet around about 12 o'clock today as people go out to enjoy the Melbourne Cup. Remain focused on optimism out of the EU. That's what we really need to see in order to keep things going. But that's pretty much about it from me. Happy trading. We'll talk to you later. Bye for now.